packed in the hallway, boots by the door for one to stay home. Counter's finally empty, phone on silent, radio on. Strangers midnights, stayed till every siren faded out. Today you're bored in sunshine, leaving all that weight on the dock for now. Helping hands for cruising, puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view. Helping hands for cruising, helps the world save. Thank you to you. Salt air on your shoulder, coffee and a sunrise split the sky. Laugh lines getting deeper, talking like you finally got time. Old scars, quiet stories start to loosen up around the rail. You remember how to breathe again with every gentle roll of the tailwind trail. Helping hands for cruising, puts the heroes on the waves. Let's run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view. Helping hands for cruising, help the world save. Thank you to you. For every night you slept, every vow you always kept. This is more than just a trip, it's a little grace, a lifted grip. See the water, feel it through, even heavy hearts can move. Oh, you're helping hands for cruising, puts the heroes on the way. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the noise and from the sirens, to an endless sky of blue. Helping hands for cruising, helps the world save. Thank you to you. Yeah, helping hands for cruising. This time the healing comes to you.
What a great song.
Thank you.
You wrote it well.
It kind of gets me there. That one and the other one that I did, but you know, the other one.
Yeah.
But looking at those people, that's why we're doing this.
100%. What an awesome video. I love the video. I love the music. Man, I'm really appreciative of everything that everybody's done this weekend. And hey, like we always say, we could do more, but hey, what we got, we appreciate very much. First of all, in the chat, I want to say good day to Michael Landsport. Who's that Michael Landsport? Do you know who they are?
I have no idea who she is.
Hmm.
I know it's
They're
my
all,
host recipient, but I don't know who that is.
yeah. Um, who's this helping hands for cruising mob?
They've been
Anyway,
kicking
there's
around.
yeah some fruitcake. There's Roxy. Welcome aboard, Roxy. Danny, nice to see you, young lady. And Ilio, welcome aboard, Ilio. Nice to have you here. Chris, what do you think?
I think we had a good weekend. Um, can we do better? Absolutely. We can always do better.
Mm-hmm.
But this weekend was awesome.
What I'm going to ask people to do is not forget the QR codes. Please, if you see those QR codes up there, please go ahead, click on them, donate. You don't only have to donate once a year, you can also donate every so often. Like you can have a monthly or you can have a biannual or whatever. Just go ahead through the Zephy, make your choices, and put in your donations on a regular basis. For your information, getting people on board a cruise ship costs how much, Chris? Chris, you can't hear me. Can
Somewhere,
anybody?
Yes.
So I asked, how much does it cost us to get somebody on board a ship?
I want to say, depending on the location of the recipient, it can be anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000.
So
And what all that includes, that's their cruise fare. That's their airfare. That's onboard spending. That's everything inclusive. So $4,000 to $5,000 per person.
So that's an exciting amount, and so we try and raise at least double that every cruiseathon if we can, every Dreams in Motion session that we can, because if we do raise double that, you know what that means? We get closer to the 10,000 goal. You know what the 10,000 goal is?
that puts two people on a cruise.
Yeah, and the 10,000 goal is 10,000 people on board a cruise ship. So we're busy gearing ourselves up for the Heroes Cruise, which is in 2028, folks. Come and join us because we're going to be thanking a bucket load of important people. These people put themselves out.
That's their cruise fare. That's
That puts these people out um, into the public and saving your life and saving other people's lives, which is absolutely amazing. So, yep. I noticed that Crystal's come on into the chat as well. Thank you all. Thank you for everything you've done and gave. It wouldn't have been possible without all of you guys. Much love. Thank you, Crystal. Danny has done her favorite, Ilana. And then she's gone, Sean. No, no, no. So there you go. Typical.
Sean, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Illy has gone, Danny. Okay. And then she's also said, yes, it's not cheap. And that's why we rely on fundraising from wonderful people out there. So we really appreciate that. At the end of the day, folks, please continue to donate, continue to enjoy the stories. I mean, over this cruiseathon, over this Dreams in Motion session, I found the chat with Dan and Roxy absolutely incredible.
Oh, yes.
Four past recipients, three
Yep.
live, and Michelle, Gabby's mom, in the chat, and just
Yep.
finding out about that. And I got to look at the pictures you were talking about of Gabby, and I'm like, she had a fabulous time.
Yeah. She had the most awesomest time ever. I was just jealous that I was jealous of Denise and, oh, well, let me put it this way. I was jealous of Denise until she sent me a photo that is a four-letter word, swear word photo. It was Dwayne holding a can of that
Oh,
despicable, yeah. So I was jealous, but then after that I stopped being jealous. But I would have loved to have been on that cruise so that we could have given Gabby the hug and met up with the family. It would have been absolutely awesome. Um, as well as that, talking with Dan, I mean, there's a nice guy, huh?
it's fabulous.
Yeah. Um, Ilana is saying that just a reminder to say that the US donations are all tax deductible. So yes, folks, go ahead, continue. Um,
I pinned the
we
link
all,
for the chat.
yep,
Sorry.
it's pinned in the chat. That's cool. Um, Chris, what was your moment that you felt over the weekend?
Well, actually, I mean, I wasn't on everybody's live, but the ones that I have to say, was the one that we had Roxy and Dan, on.
Mm.
It was just so powerful and meaningful listening to their experiences. And in fact, I was on a live just a little while ago with Michael Ann, and I asked the two recipients that were on there, Kenny and Roxanne, what was their best and most favorite part of being a recipient. And they what they said was just incredible. um the camaraderie, the friendships that they made, the time of relaxation, everything like that. And that's what we do and why we do it, for that and that only.
I want to say this. I have been on two cruises with Kenny, and I can tell you in both those cruises, Kenny has been true to form. He's been asleep in public.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I found the picture last night.
The first one was him being
Now you
asleep.
see, I did not see that because
Go on, Chris.
I was going to say I didn't see that because the only cruise I was on with Kenny, you couldn't stop that man.
So we
So
found him on the original on the inaugural HH4C cruise. Kenny was asleep, being trying to be best man at a wedding. So Kenny was sleeping there. Then the next step was on our cruise. A couple of people found Kenny dozing in his chair at the observation lounge. So Kenny only goes on a cruise to sleep. He doesn't do it anywhere else. A question I asked everybody else, Chris. You didn't get to answer it because you weren't on the same live. I asked the question. We know that when a recipient comes on board a cruise, their life is changed by the dynamics and so forth. My question: how has your life changed by being with the recipients on board this cruise?
Sean, that's a great question. Um, I will say I've been on many different cruises, several different cruise lines. It's just been family or family and friends and like that. But seeing a recipient, um, and just the interaction that you can have with them, It is incredible. The only recipient that I was on board with was Dan. Oh, there
Yep.
you go. Nice, Kenny. Um, the only recipient that I was on board with was Dan. And both me and Kelly, we met up with him, believe it or not, two different times, not including the group dinners that we had, but just separate dinners, um, twice. And we just sat down and we had so much fun. And I think just seeing the way he reacted with the no pressure, hey, you want to come join us? Great, come on over.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, that's cool. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's letting the recipient do what they are comfortable with without any pressure.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that was the coolest part. You know, and when we sat the 2 days with the band out on the Lido deck, man, that guy lit up like I can't tell you. He
Mm-hmm.
was on fire. He was having so much fun. And
And
that's
I
what it's
can
all about. Having fun, getting out there, relaxing, taking time to yourself when you need it.
tell you his roommate at the hotel pre-cruise, David, was had an absolute blast with him. Together, they were like, I mean, it was like Jekyll and Hyde the way those two were messing around, having lots of fun together, meeting up with people, getting into all the activities, just
Oh,
having a blast.
It was nice following up with Dan yesterday on
oh, Dan's a riot.
Mm.
because there's things I've heard yesterday. I was like, I didn't know that happened. Huh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And listening to Michelle as well talk about Gabby's excitement, that's incredible. Speak of the devil, he must have heard his name at least 3 times.
Oh,
Mr.
wonder if
Kenny.
did he come in during or after the picture?
After.
And
Oh,
Roxy, you only
did we say Kenny 3 times?
probably
We said Kenny more than 3 times, so that's why he's in.
Roxy goes for
Oh,
the dance parties.
oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Listen, Rox, yeah, goes for the dance party. I asked her in the last live, I go, what was your favorite part? And I was like, I bet it was the dance parties because you're a dancing queen. And she didn't answer me.
Well, she's just shy with you, Chris. What can I say? You
I know,
have that effect
She
on
must
younger
be.
women.
I know when she walked on the breeze, as soon as she walked in the door there, and we all cheered for her, and she just started dancing then, and didn't seem to stop all cruise.
Nah,
But you had a smaller group there, didn't you?
It was 9 of us, including her,
Mm.
and we all sat together pretty much every night. There was a couple nights that a couple
hey,
people
so Sean, what are you thinking? And I know I just cut Michael Ann off. I'm sorry. But what are you thinking for the 2028 cruise and where we are going to take this organization to make that cruise the most spectacular thing that's ever happened for recipients?
So, from my thought process, 2028 is going to be absolutely huge because we're looking at all the branches. And when you start looking at all the branches, you start getting into exciting avenues because not only are we talking about Army, Air Force, and Navy, but we're also talking about Gold Star veterans, families. That to me is really huge, as well as the first responders, as in fireys and the police and all those sort of people who were involved with 9/11. I mean, to me, remembering what those services have done, the lives that have been changed because of those actions and those activities, the ability to give them respect is really a key thing. And so I think that it's going to take the organization into a huge avenue. And by then, we should actually be multinational. I mean, the fact that we live in Australia right now is one thing, but we're also applying for approval down under. So we will be multinational by then. Not only the US, Australia, but we're also looking at the UK and a few other places. So we want to try and replicate the Heroes cruise around the world. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if we put 10 of each category on board the cruise, the Heroes cruise, and we replicate that in Australia and we replicate that in other countries in Europe? Can you imagine?
That would be, oh my God, huge. And really that's what we're about. We want to honor the people that really need that honor. And
Correct.
more so than just the honor, it gives them that, 7 or so days of respite, of the healing power of the ocean. And believe me, if you've never been on a cruise, the ocean will heal you. It really will.
Correct.
It's amazing. The camaraderie, there's so many different things that a simple cruise will do for the soul.
Correct. Correct. And if you go home with a negative thought, it's your own fault.
Or if you go home hungry, either way.
Oh my God. You don't have to open your mouth and put food in it. I mean, you just walk past the buffet, for example, and you've put on 16 kilos without actually accessing any food. I mean, seriously.
Just inhale
Oh
it.
my, yeah, that's it. I mean, I get on board a cruise ship, I come on as
There
a
is
guest, and I
food.
leave as cargo.
Oh yeah, there's food everywhere.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah,
why I said if you go hungry, that's your own fault.
yeah. Kenny says he's been in the background listening and watching in the background. And Ilana says, wow, how awesome would that be, Chris? And Kenny has said, cruise food will definitely make your tongue slap your brain.
It definitely did because he sat beside me.
Yep, you got
Real
that.
nice picture.
Michael Ann, do you remember how avocado made Kenny's tongue slap his brain?
No, not really, because I wasn't at the chef's table.
Weren't you?
Nope.
Why not?
Maybe this is a story we want to hear.
Yeah, it was a bit pricey,
It's a little pricey,
but it was worth it. I can tell you.
and I'm not. I like comfort food, and I like to branch out on little bits of things, but to go spend that kind of money and not know what you're getting, and like I heard sea bass. Well, I'm not a fish person. Avocado, no, nope. Like Kenny did get an escargot there.
He did. Kenny was the only one that got his escargot. Everybody else watched him eat it. That was awesome.
Yeah, I had to sit and watch Danny eat it the same night, right across the table from me. No thanks.
And the problem with that is,
I could smell it.
okay,
And I
I'll
knew-
go back again. The problem with escargot is,
Not my favorite. I have tried escargot before.
Ilana was saying that he sure does like avocado. P.S. She doesn't even think Kenny realized he was eating avocado. Here's the funny thing. The chef was actually telling us Kenny was eating avocado. And Kenny went, really? Doesn't taste like it. It was.
Surprise.
It was yum. So,
I've got this cool recipe for it. It's like a chocolate pudding, if you want to call it that.
mhm.
And it's made with chocolate and avocado, and you would never know that it's avocado.
A friend of mine told me the same thing. I've been meaning
And
to.
I learned that from a chef. I learned that from a chef on one of the ships I was on.
Here's my question. Why spoil a good avocado with chocolate?
I suppose the only way you
Because
get
it's
me.
incredible. It,
With me, it's a texture thing.
you'll never get me escargot though. Come on.
I've tried escargot. First one wasn't bad. The second one didn't go down so well.
Hey, let me just say to you, I eat anything. Ilana will tell you that. Escargot is not bad at all. If you
You
don't
guys,
think about what it is and just think of it as food, you're fine.
you guys can have it all. I'll
Oh,
generously give it to you.
I'll give it to Kenny. Kenny is actually admitting, yes, he loved it. Of course, he couldn't tell that he was actually eating avocado. Mate, we know it. Illy is going, what about the avocado and durian smoothie? Oh my God, that is incredible. We have a restaurant down the road from us that does, it's a Vietnamese restaurant, and it does the most amazing um, food, but they also have this smoothie that's avocado and durian. Now, people complain that durian is a bit on the nose, and avocado, as in Kenny, he won't eat it. But at the end of the day, this drink is absolutely exquisite. It goes down just so well. Uh, Kenny, escargot will definitely make your tongue slap your brain. I think Kenny likes to make that comment because it makes him laugh. But
Yep.
yeah, I'd agree with
Well,
that.
it'll definitely make your tongue slap something.
Slap your brain, slap your mama, slap your grandma. That's what the
Hey,
whole thing.
this is a workday thing, right? Come on, it's Monday morning. Give me a break.
It's almost bedtime.
All right. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Sean, because home dogs got to get up in 6 hours and actually go to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out. And I got to tell, if I may, I just got to say we had an incredible weekend. I can't wait for the next one. And just remember, every single dollar that is raised goes towards a 2028 cruise, and we put people on a cruise ship, veterans, gold stars, first responders, disabled veterans. We do all that. So dig deep. What was it, Michael Ann? I think in the last live that we were in, Roxy was saying, hey, go a day without your Starbucks, and donate that to HH4C. It's $5, every single penny. And the one thing I think, a lot of people don't realize is all of the Helping Hands board members, every single one of them is a volunteer, Not a single one of us makes a penny off of anything. Okay.
Correct.
Everything goes towards the recipients. 100%. So,
Correct.
like I said, I can't tell you enough. Dig deep, give that $5, $10, 100. Hey, I'd love to see 1,000, but just do that. You're going to get a tax receipt. So you claim that at the end of the year. But with that, my friends, I'm going to cut out of here because I got to go to work in the morning.
Chris, thank you for popping in.
Thank you, Chris, for coming in.
For you guys, anytime. And now I just got to figure out how to pop out.
So the button that's red at the bottom that's got the funny arrow, the exit arrow, that's your pop out.
Yeah, I see it. All right. Carry on, my friends. Be good. Raise a lot of money. And thank you to all the donors so far.
Buenas noches.
Hi, Chris.
Ciao.
Now we got rid of the American in the team. Let us colonialists talk about it. No, I'm kidding. Truth of the matter is, we are definitely planning some good things, and if Bruce, as soon as Bruce gives me the info, we will be promoting the new cruise that's coming up. We're just trying to we know it's going to go out of Port Canaveral. We also know it's going to be on an NCL ship. We just don't know what ship and what itinerary at this point. But yeah.
We're at the mercy of NCL setting their stuff. So
Correct. So at the end of the day, folks, like I said, we want to put at least 10 recipients on board the cruise. We look forward to lots and lots and lots of donations.
And if you can't do it right now, like if your money doesn't come till the end of the month, come back to this live stream or go to the website and find the link and click on it. And you can set up donations for whatever works for you.
Absolutely. So first things first, get the money. Second things second, get everybody to get their passports sorted. Then once you've got all your passports and those sort of things settled, get your travel insurance organized. And then let's go party.
That's my big thing I have to do before 2028 is my passport. Because it expires in February 2028. So I'll be getting on that before that. And well, the Canadian Auto Association, CAA, is like AAA in the States or whatever. Yep. If I get a membership, I can get my passport photo done for free.
Mm-hmm.
I can get a reduced amount on travel insurance, but I'll have to look into the travel insurance first to see. I think it covered quite a bit, but I'd have to see when it steps in, because something that you have to pay up front or whether they'll jump in right away, or those things I have to look into. But
yeah,
the yearly membership it's only around $100, or look into something like Alliance or one of those travel insurance things.
Yeah,
what they cover, because you can pay for that for a one-time thing, or you can pay for that for a yearly thing. And if you travel, not just cruising, but if you're traveling for work or you're traveling for a family thing, you're covered for the
travel insurance always comes up trumps. It's, I kind of treat travel insurance the same way as I treat a defibrillator. The defibrillator is the best $2,500 I ever spent. I just hope I never have to use it. Same thing with travel insurance. It's the best however much, especially when you're going on a cruise, it's the best however much that you've ever spent.
It's like a little thing in there, the Narcan or Naxalone, whatever you want to call it. Hope I never have to use it, but it's there.
Michael-Ann, do you have any idea of possibilities of how somebody actually becomes a recipient? How do they actually? What do they have to do?
Well, if you know somebody you think is really deserving, now you can't nominate yourself or a family member, and they can't have cruised before, but go to the website, helpinghands4cruising.org, and there's a place for recipient or place you want to nominate a recipient or become a host. And you can read there, but just go into that link and there's a little place you can upload a 3 to 5 minute video about why you want to nominate this person. And I think there's a little spot you can tell a little bit about them too, and send that. And it comes to us and then we look at it. Or if you have a problem with that, email me. My email is michaelann.liaison, and liaison spelling's right there, at helpinghands4cruising.org, and I can help you through it that way too. If you're interested in being a host, then you can do the same thing, and you tell us why you want to be a host, and we need to know what ship, what the itinerary is, where it's going, kind of a little, maybe some plans that are in your head about what activities you like to do, and what you're willing to offer a recipient on the cruise.
Mm-hmm. So Ilana says the Zephy link is always available, and then she also said it is just not worth traveling without being covered. You can't predict what could happen. That's a really important statement there, because you never know when you need to use the insurance, and if it makes a difference between you getting home or not getting home, that's a huge thing.
And that's really important for like your family, or David was coming from the UK and your family was coming from Australia. Something, God forbid, anything happened. You need to get back home eventually, because you're probably not going to make your flights or.
Correct. So it becomes important, and we really look at it and go, not only do you need to get all your ducks in a row in terms of being able to cruise, but we also need to get our ducks in a row in terms of taking care of ourselves while we are cruising. So there'll be some more info coming in over HH4C, what's required. I believe that some of the board members have decided to put together some video that'll give instruction on what you need to do to become a host. I think that's already out, but some video that'll talk about, once you are a host, what are you required to do in terms of getting on board the cruise. As well as that, there'll be some documentaries and info talking about what you do on the cruise as a recipient. And we'll be talking to a number of recipients who've already gone, trying to find out what this is what I did, or this is their why for doing whatever it is they did for the cruise. So you don't come in there and are at a loss. Essentially, when you come on the cruise, you're coming on with a group of people that are going to take care of you and everything about you.
Yep.
You're the center of their attention.
And depending on the size of the group, like what with Roxy, there was only 9 of us, including Roxy. She got a lot of attention. but there is enough of us, like on the last one's aboard or going forward with the 2028 cruise. I'm pretty sure a lot of the board members are going to be there, along with a lot of other cruising community. And we're not going to try to overwhelm our first responders and veterans, but we want to be there for them and be able to show
Correct.
them what they can do. Like, because these are first-time cruisers, and if you're an experienced cruiser, it's helpful to say you might want to do this, or
Correct.
you'll definitely want to eat there.
Yeah. The rest of us are having dinner at this place at this time. Come and join us. That becomes a big thing.
I'm going to put the buffet for lunch if you want. I'll be down at the far end there You want to join?
Kenny, for all those that travel with Kenny, he will be at the nightclub dancing. Yeah, no.
He closed the social club every night after the deck party.
Yeah, if anybody knows Kenny, he doesn't sleep much.
He was still awake at 3 o'clock this morning.
Yep. Kenny suffers from one of those major diseases called FOMO, fear of missing out.
Definitely.
Which is why Kenny doesn't go to bed at night, because there's no one else in his house, and well, as long as he can sleep in public, that's what Ilana says. Yeah, that's true. And we had a photo showing Kenny sleeping in public. It's when Kenny feels the most comfortable, is because he's got all his friends around him that'll take care of him.
He was definitely surrounded by friends on his cruise.
Oh yes, definitely.
Had the whole, well, I'd say 95, 98% of us in the library on the horizon for a wedding vow renewal. We're all squished around the side. Kenny's over in the chair.
Gone.
He was out. After I took him into his budgie smugglers, he sat down and he was gone. I'm like,
yeah.
Really?
Well, it's hard work getting into budgie smugglers. Come on, you should know that. Oh no, wait a minute. You didn't wear them. I did. Yeah, okay.
I thought Rabbi wore them.
Well, yeah, that's true. So where's mine?
I don't know.
Rabbi Sachs Schmimmelhauser.
And they had budgies on them too.
That's correct. And they were being smuggled.
Kenny's had Canadian flags, so the Canadian had to tuck them into them.
The Canucks were all over him.
And following that cruise, Kenny has done no mental pictures. Kenny's done a little bit of traveling. He's come up to Canada. We brought him to Niagara Falls and Toronto. Showed him around a bit.
So Kenny's actually one up on me, because both Ilana and I have never been to Canada, so
you could just sleep anywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, we know. He's actually been asleep on the moon. He's been asleep on D-Day. Did you know that, folks? World War II, Kenny was around for D-Day, and he slept at D-Day. He slept at Woodstock. Seriously.
Do you suffer from the same disease, Kenny, as Steve? Because Steve seemed to be able to fall asleep anywhere. Because V gave me a challenge. V gave me a challenge to catch him sleeping, and I did first day.
Was that with the rest of us?
Yeah, right in the atrium.
How can you fall asleep in the atrium?
I sit down in a chair and I just happened to turn and went.
How can you fall asleep in the atrium? There's just so much going on.
Noisier than the library was.
Ilana says we would love to get there one day to Canada. Well, you never know. You never know. It might be en route to Alaska or whatever. We'll see. Please God, everything works well for us, and we win the lottery.
Yeah, Alaska's a little far for me. I'm over there. Alaska's over there.
Where's Victoria?
Victoria, BC? Right down about there.
Your Victoria and our Victoria are two very different places.
Yeah, yours is over there on the other map. Canada, North America's here. The world map is over on the other wall.
Uh-huh.
Don't believe me? It's over there.
Prove it. Well, you know what? If we went, it was not that far. I mean, if you went the other side of the map, it's only about that far.
That's only about it's only about, well, it took me 3 days to drive home from Alberta. Give another, probably another 12 hours on there. 4 day head start and rent me a vehicle. Or win me a
Well,
vehicle. I will.
stranger things could happen.
Yeah, I never know.
You
Maybe
never
I'll
know.
win.
You might get helicopter lifted out. Yeah, Illy says it's just up the road. Yeah, you're not that far away. It's just up the road.
It's just like Perth down the road from you guys.
No, it is. It's just a skip and a jump down the road. Turn left at Wheelabarrowback. Turn right at Take a Truck Along, and you're right next to the Adamoga pub, and there you are.
Right. That's what I've had a kick lately at watching a bunch of the Aussie shows, the Bondi Rescue and the ambulance and paramedics shows at it.
Just wait. There's some Aussie cruises coming up.
Okay, I'll start playing the lotto right now.
So, Michael-Ann, any last thoughts or ideas for what we need to think about for 2028?
People start thinking with their heart and what those people, those first men in uniform, Michael-Ann, we'll get back to that. What our soldiers or first responders have done for you. Where would we be if we didn't have people giving that much for us?
Correct.
And let's give back. And if you can't give right now, come back and find the links or go to the website, find the link, donate what you can. I can only give my time right now, but I'm looking at the bunch of collection of this and that in my room and around the house. It's like I'm gonna have a yard sale, probably late spring, early summer. I can get rid of this crap, make some money, and I'll donate most, if not all of it, to Helping Hands. Maybe I'll do a bake sale along with it. Maybe I'll just cook some hot dogs, because you do that with some onions on the side. People start smelling that. And they come, what you got over there? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to buy the stuff here. Well, you want a hot dog for $1 or $2, or make it.
God, if you can get a hot dog for $1 or $2, I'm coming there every time, because the average burger the average sausage down here, snag as we call it, the average snag here is like between $2 to $4, depending on where. So you'll coming for your $1 or $2 is cheap.
Oh, they sell them at they sell at Costco. They take a loss. They sell them for $1.50. Sell them for $2 or $2.50 or whatever. Maybe $2, so I don't have to make change.
Kenny, let me answer your question right now. We're still calibrating all the donations that are coming in, but right now we're sitting on a little over $500. So that's what we've achieved so far, and we're eternally grateful for that. Obviously, we would have loved more, but you know what? the cruisathon, technically speaking, is not shutting down. The QR code is available. You can donate through the QR code. Go ahead, continue. But we're grateful for that, for those funds that we've received this weekend, because we wouldn't have had it. Number one, number two, we could have. We can definitely put it towards the 10 to 15 people we're looking to put on the next cruise. So it's going to be amazing. Please continue.
I can't wait to process what I've heard and what's been coming in to share out eventually.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge. I don't know about you, Michael, and I don't have much more to say, but with that in mind, um, I just want to say thank you to everybody and just wish them all um, good, healthy times. And if they can find a recipient to nominate, please go ahead. Comes with funds, though. And either that, or if you of the inclination to actually be a host, go ahead, do so. But please, let's see those videos so we can get more and more people on board cruise ships. That's my 2 cents worth.
And I love the fact that we've had recipients pay it forward. Roxy went on a cruise. She nominated Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby just went on a cruise. Her mom's was, when we're chatting with her, was thinking of somebody else that she could nominate.
Oh, wow.
Now, maybe our recipients or past recipients can't afford to donate, but you can nominate somebody.
Yep.
And pay it forward that way.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. We write a lot of thank you to all our donors and channel contributors and mods. Another thing, if you know somebody in a company or whatever that might be willing to sponsor, we're looking for sponsors too. Or you sponsor the organization, or you want to sponsor a recipient even.
And by the way, if you are a sponsor, your company will be promoted through our website, through any other advertising that we have. So please, you utilize us as a tax deduction for that.
And if your company you work for works with Benevity, you make a donation, Benevity will match your donation. And we all benefit from that.
Correct.
And men in uniform, a lot of, I don't know, watching those Bondi Rescue with their little budgie smugglers.
You know, this is the first time you've used it correctly.
I laugh because they got their they got their rashies on. And all of a sudden they see somebody and they're ripping off this, and it's like, most of them had the little budgie smugglers, and the more recent ones, other ones had like bathing trunks, and they're like down on the beach, and it's like, it's better than Baywatch.
Correct.
Watching Bondi Rescue because it's real.
Correct. It is.
Heck, if you know somebody that's like that, that's pretty first response.
Absolutely. So looking forward to seeing first responders and vets and Gold Star families all on board the next cruise ship. Come and join us. Come help us out. Put some dollars in and let's get going.
Yeah, if you're watching this on the replay, the links are everywhere.
Ilana,
it's all over
I
there.
am watching your comments.
Not much uniform on the beach. I'm watching some of the people, and I can't imagine all those people that are on those beaches where they have tens of thousands of people, and they got like 8 or 10 at the most. It's usually less than that to watch all these people. That's stressful.
You know how big Bondi Beach is?
Well, I was because Bondi is like huge here, and then you got Bronte, and you got the other one starts with T.
Taramara.
Yeah, Taramara. And it's like, and these big, huge rock things in between. I'm like, that's scary, but that's huge.
So when you come on down, you'll get to have a look at Bondi Beach. Bondi Beach is nothing more than a 30-minute stroll, literally a slow stroll from one end to the other. And yes, swim between the flags.
Yeah. I was going to say something I'm not going to say while it's live. Thanks, everybody, for coming and for your donations. If you're watching on the replay, please look into donating or any way that you can help that we've talked about. Everything is appreciated. Love all you guys. We'll catch you on the flip side. Bye for now.